Thank you for coming. My name is Chen. On behalf of Itai Chen, before starting, just wanting to ask all of you here, and thank you for coming, and all of those listening to us, please do not think of us only as a headline. We're more than that. I'm here with my family, my two sisters. We grew up in New York City. We like to say we are the proud outcome of the New York public education system. Still have family out in New Jersey, Long Island. And I'd like to talk about family before talking about Itai. Out of some twist of fate, we became family. In addition to us, we've identified about 10 other families like us that have a U.S. citizen missing. This family and my family is now missing. We have a missing person in our family. Within my family, I have, in addition to Itai, two sons. One of them, the youngest, Alon, is actually celebrating his bar mitzvah this weekend. The bar mitzvah, for those of you who do not know, is the ceremony where a young Jewish man becomes a man. And Itai, in order to be home this weekend, elected to be at his base previous weekend in order for us to celebrate the bar mitzvah as a whole, the whole family. We still hope that celebration with my sisters and my family will happen in the near future. And I'm sure my friends here as well, or my new family, have additional, events happening that they also wish to have that wholeness of these events. So please, think of us not just as that headline, but we're people with families, and we want to be back families again. Itai, my son, joined the Army about a year ago. He's in the Armed Corps. He was serving on the border of Gaza. The last time that we heard from him was Saturday morning, where he said that they were under attack. We know that he was active, that he was in communication for a while, but since then, silence. The formal indication that we received from the IDF is that he is defined as missing in action. What does that mean? It means that nobody since Saturday morning has been able to physically locate him, identify him, and say that he saw him. It also means that he's not in the hospital. It also means that he's not on the deceased list that has been identified. You would think, it would be a good assumption to say, that after 70 hours, if he's not in the state of Israel, he might be some other place. And if that is the case, then he is by definition POW, U.S. citizen, and Israeli citizen. And what we are asking for his captives, for the U.S. government as well, to ask from the captives, Hamas, is to treat him as a POW should be treated according to international law. Meaning, having someone visit him, have a doctor see him, have a UN Red Cross representative see him as well. And as said before, we want to be back, we want to go back to become family. We want this to end as soon as possible. Hopefully with your help, the people here will help us amplify this message to the U.S. government, Secretary of State, that until now have been saying all of the right things, but we do, at least I, on behalf of my family, am asking the U.S. not to take a backseat. The U.S. has a lot of resources at its attention. It is able to do many things that can be different than what the Israeli government could do. And we are asking on behalf of my family for President Biden, where we are sure his heart is in the right place when it comes to Israel, and Secretary of State to do what they can to make this end for us as soon as possible to become family whole again.